Yeah, it all started, I think, when you finish football, I think, because you're so disciplined, you train every day, and at the end, you just can't wait to retire. When I retired, it was just ballooned, the weight balloon, drinking, when you're football, you're told every day where to be. You've got to be there at this time, you can't eat that, you can't drink that, you got to wear this. You always sort of been told what to do, and then when you retire, just the wheels come off, and you just escalate into food, drinking that I couldn't do, and it just got out of control, and I couldn't control myself.
What do you mean out of control? What was life like?
Well, it was just, drinking. I went to a boys' school, then left school at 16 to go into football, so I was surrounded by men. I've always been a lad's lad, and so I was surrounded by men all my life. Then all of a sudden, 35 you retire, you're sat at home. What'd you do? Where'd you get that buzz? Playing in front of 50,000 people and spending, your life in the dressing room with lads having a laugh. And I thought the pub. The only place you can find lads is the pub. So you just go down the pub and meet lads. You just get that camaraderie and that laugh again, And it just, as I say, I knew every day where the lads would be. If that pub's busy that day, I'll go to that pub. So I just go out of control, and had no one to tell me where I've got to be. I was retired. We get a pension at 35 as a footballer, so it just got worse and worse.
How bad did it get?
Well, just days. I wouldn't go home for days and then. I'd kidnap people basically, just because I had a lot of money and people. Because you played for Liverpool or Tottenham, West Ham, you're everyone's hero. So you'd always find someone that could go on a bender with you. So it just got out of control, and lucky I got through it now.
So life is different now. How is it different?
Yeah, it's because I had done Harry's Heroes, a TV show called Harry's Heroes, Harry Redknapp, where we got all sort of ex-footballers, sort of like late 40s, early 50s. It was like mental health and physical health. Go and get yourself checked out. Because what men do, we don't... we're walking down the street and we feel a bit strange, feel a bit dizzy. We won't go see the doctor in case it's bad news. You can't go and play golf or you can't go out, So I was doing Harry's Heroes. I went a bit dizzy and I felt sick. And every time I sort of walked 100 yards, I started to jog, I felt dizzy. And at the time, there was a lot about dementia in football, heading balls, and that was my game, heading balls. So I think, oh no, what's going wrong? And so I went to see a specialist. It was my heart. And he says, the way I'm going, the way I was carrying on, he said, you could die in 2 months. So that was a big kick up the backside I needed, really. And then I can't remember what the procedure's called, but I had to stop my heart, restart my heart. I had to have a pacemaker. Then I had the gastric sleeve. I lost nearly 10 stone now, just to take the pressure off my heart. And this is all through drinking and food.
2 months from death, potentially?
He said it could be 2 months. It could be 5 years, but he said it could be 2 months.
That's a wake-up call.
Yeah, and it was my wife, Leah, God bless her, that she I didn't tell anyone, really. And in the end, I admitted it to my wife, Leah, that that's what he said, and then she put her foot down and she organised my life. Without her, I'm sure I wouldn't be here. And
so you've done the surgical things that you could do to look after yourself. What do you do now that's different?
Simple things in life. It's like taking my daughter to school, Kizzy, to school in the morning, and putting the music, have a little disco and a sing-song. Simple thing. I'd never do that. I'd always be drunk in bed, but I'd take them Kizzy to school and, dancing. Like you've seen the advert where the man's dance, and when we get near the school, we have to turn the radio. She turns the radio off, obviously, because I'm hanging out the window.
You're embarrassing dad.
I'm the embarrassing dad. But, go and see me mum, take me mum. Hello, mum, she watches every morning. I, take the papers to me mum. Simple things in life that, I never do. And I'll get up early now. And I think early mornings, I even get up and watch Used to. That's how early I get up now. But even getting up, and I think it's the nicest time in the morning, nicest time of day for me is early mornings. Simple things in life that, I can hear birds, I can hear the birds in the morning when I let the dogs out. Whereas before, nothing like that happened.
It sounds like you're seeing the world in a completely different way.
The thing about Razor, my book's called Tackling Razor and Finding the Real Me. I think Razor, the way I played football was a knife and soul, the loudest, and people expect that all the time, and I believe that that's the way I had to act. So when I used to go out, I used to be Razor, and as I say, the life and soul, the joker, the biggest drinker, and Razor took over my life.
So are you not Razor anymore?
No, my wife says, well, I'm so different when I'm out. She says to me, I'm so lazy. I just like to watch telly, get my feet on, watch bargain hunt, things like that. Simple things in life. So I'm not... But as I say, people expect me to be Razor, and in the end, it overtook me, really, and that's what got me in trouble.
So instead of Razor Ruddock, it's Laser Ruddock.
Laser, good. I'll have that.
You can have that.
I can have that. Cheers, mate.
I just want to remind everybody, quite a famous footballing moment. There was the FA Cup final, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Wembley.
Yeah.
Can't remember what year it was. Liverpool in the...
Sort of the biggest game of your life as a kid, playing the FA Cup final, and I thought I'd let my dad down. My dad got bought 50 tickets, got all his mates going, and to ring my dad up the night before, I said, Dad, I'm not playing. You know, I was in tears, my dad was in tears, and so, you know, I just felt let down by the whole system of football where I've done everything right. I should be playing, I'm not playing, because every player thinks you're good enough, you should play. And that was the end of it, and that's when I started really drinking that. And I was a secret drinker as well, because we weren't allowed, when you're a professional footballer, you're not allowed to drink 2 days before a game. Obviously, you know, because it's, you know, the fitness and that. But I used to secretly drink and just to, you know, hide my, you know, my disappointment, I suppose.
It's quite a story. Neil,
Yeah.
thank you so much for
Thank
coming
you.
in and sharing it with us. And Neil's book, it's called Toxic. It's out tomorrow.